Right, no bye, welcome. Are we just going to give this one another dog?
Oh my goodness.
Se kaipailee niitä talakka, niin niitä vielä. Wow. Beautiful.
Quick safety brief. All the seatbelts is buckle type as you're used to. If there's any issues, the headset is voice activated. So if it's here and you can't hear yourself, we can't hear you. If there is a problem in flight, it is what it is and we handle it as it goes. I do my best to be as safe as I can. We're not going to do anything funny.
So my name is Jacobs. I'm co-founder of Rhino 911. Seachem approached me to ask me to take them and show them how bad the problem is. Seachem has really gone out of their way to help us, protect and to give us the necessary finance, not only for us, but for other reserves that they're helping also at this stage.
We are here on our wildlife reserve. We have over 2,000 wild animals on the reserve.
South Africa, where we're situated, is now home to nearly 90% of the world rhinos, and 52% of those are on private reserves like this.
They had no idea that we would get a call as soon as we land that the bull that we come to dart was shot and tragically its horns were hacked off.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I heard they were at Pelham's place. And me and you were scared of that.
And our sole purpose for the trip was to help a reserve that reached out to us that have got a small population on their reserve that we need to trim to prevent them from being
People
poached.
still don't understand why we do this and why we need it. It's every time. Remember, if we dehorn and we get there, people get the information that we're going to dehorn. It can't be timing.
No.
It's every time timing. It can't. It's impossible.
We applied for permits 2 weeks back, and what we think or presume is some of the information got leaked.
And it's full moon.
The last remaining breeding bull was poached, slaughtered and killed, and we were unable to save that animal. If we were just a day early, we could have saved that animal's life.
You heard about the rhino?
I don't know nothing.
They killed Hannes's bull last night and cut off the horns and stuff. They found the bull about 30 minutes ago. I don't know if you've got spare capacity or you just want to talk to Hannes because he's got nothing there to protect those 2 cows tonight. And I haven't got any equipment to fly at night and I don't have the fuel.
We were never for trimmings. We would rather love the rhinos to have their horns, but we've quickly learned that by trimming these animals, we're increasing their chances literally by 98%. That just minimizes the risk reward that there are for the poachers coming into the park and still slaughtering these animals and killing them for the horn. So if you have that little bit of horn left, they don't do it anymore.
We have to employ a large anti-poaching unit to keep them safe.
Unfortunately, private reserve owners don't receive any funding or subsidies from government or the large NGOs.
Without support, especially from Seachem, we wouldn't have been able to keep going, especially in those COVID years.
We receive no funding at all, and we rely heavily on private donors like Seachem to keep us going. The anti-poaching costs that we face now is approximately $30,000 per year to protect one rhino. And it's just not sustainable, and we cannot do it without support from private donors. Yeah, I love you too, and we thank you for everything that you continue.
I grew up in the bushveld as a young boy and always wanted to fly, and I always loved nature. I went walking and learned about seeds and plants and trees and animals and just adored it, and I felt my creator in every step I took. So with my passion for aviation and conservation, that it was really my little bit that I could give back to my creator and that I could do something good with what I've got, and I just out of that started flying pro bono for reserves and national parks And by that we created a really credible NPO called Rhino 911, and through that we did incredible work, not just with rhinos but cheetahs, lions, leopards, elephants. We did so much work, but our emphasis was on rhinos.
So I'm quickly making up the immobilizing darts, or the darts that we're going to use to anesthetize these animals. And there's a couple of drugs that we put into these darts. It's a synthetic morphine derivative that's roughly about 7 to 10,000 times more potent than morphine, normal morphine that's used in human medication.
It takes a special skill. It takes many years to get into the situation where your ability allows you to fly in dead man's curve 90% of the time. It's critical that you understand your machine, that you understand the aerodynamics and the bush and the trees and the winds. Most of all, understand the animal that you are herding. It gives me so much joy to fly, and it's a skill that, you know, evolves as the years go by.
So what are we giving her now is we're giving her anti-parasitic and multivitamins, basically, just to give her a bit of a boost. While they're down, we use that opportunity just to treat them and give them everything that they need.
So we started a blood bank for rhino. So a lot of the orphaned calves, they actually need blood when they come in and they're traumatized. We make plasma, which is like a life-saving thing that they need to be stabilized, get antibodies, and give them a better chance at survival. So it's just another tool to help save orphans.
Right here, and then you can take video.
The rhino horn grows back in 4 inches per year. Within 2 to 3 years, it's got its horn back. And we found by doing these trimmings correctly and in the right method, we really help the animal to survive and really bring up their young. We'd rather see a rhino without a horn in the natural habitat than a rhino, you know, a dead rhino that's been slaughtered and that's horn has been hacked out. A live rhino now is an average of $10,000 for a rhino, but the horn on the front of its nose is worth $300,000. So you can just understand why there's so much corruption involved. Even today, we're sitting on a 300 plus loss for the year to date. So it's critical that we need to take care of these animals.
So these guys are really, they come in with basic tools. They usually got a machete and a couple of knives. You can see these guys, they're not very experienced with it. And axes. And they hack it off. This farm originally had 18 rhino, and over the course of the last few years, they've systematically shot all the animals. We try to save them. We have trimmed them before. But unfortunately, we applied for a permit to get these rhino done 2 weeks ago. It was issued, I think, 3 or 4 days ago. And that's the reality that we face, is corruption immediately. And nothing's happened here the last 3 years. And I'll show you what's happened now. This is so tragic. This is the big breeding bull for the farm. The guys have come in, shot the rhino bull, and you'll see how they've cut the horns off and hacked the horns off and stolen the horns. is not the bone that's grown out of the skull. So these guys could have easily just cut around it, but they've actually hacked away the skull bone, thinking that they're going to be able to extract more horn, but it's all they've done is cut into the sinuses.
You know, we try and do everything we can, but it's an uphill battle.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That is why time is so critically important for us, to not sit and wait. We need to react and respond to any outcry we get. And to anybody else, any other corporates, any other conservationists, any other people that love animals, from me to you, the job's not done. We need to continue the fight. We need to do our best to conserve. That is our duty. Saving rhinos one life at a time.
It's a story. Very cool to see.
Sad reality that that's what it's come to, but I think at this point it's all about saving the species and doing what's best for the animal. Unfortunately, that's the only way we have.
Normal guides, rangers, owners have had to become soldiers.
Once a horn has been hacked off, it's between 3 and 7 days, it's in Asia. One of the only solutions that we have now. This has been a huge initiative, probably one of the biggest ever done in the world to save the rhino species.
Making a huge difference out here. Thank you very much.